In this video, I will go over the steps of activation. This track is set up for a balloon battle instead of a normal race, but the activation steps remain the same. Now, first we see the turn passes a Waluigi, and the race is in gear phase 1, and he is in gear 1 with the current die here. So it's his turn to activate. First thing he wants to do is see if he's eligible. The current gear is 1 and his maximum gear is 4, so he is eligible. He doesn't have any hazards in front of his car. So we don't have to go through all the steps of eligibility, which we will explain in a later video. He doesn't wish to do any of his before movement flexible action, so he's going to do his movement step. So first thing he's going to do is he's going to pick a template. When in first gear, you can do a template in reverse. So let's try that. It'll be fun. So he's going to do a reverse hairpin. So he's going to do like so. Should have enough room not to crash. He can roll dice if he wishes to, so he'll roll dice. It'll be fun. He's going to roll these dice. He has 6 dice because he's handling 6. You can gain a hazard to re-roll as many dice as you want. So he is not going to do that. Every turn, every activation, each racer can just cancel up to 2 dice. So he's going to cancel this hazard, just like it didn't even roll it. And this is what he has. He did not gain any symbols from the template that he used. So he is going to use 4 shifts and a spin. So 4 shifts is going to be able to, this first shift will raise him to gear 2. He's going to use this one to cancel that hazard. And he's going to use both of these to gain 2 coins. So just get coins from the bank to add to the 2 coins he started the game with. So he's going to be in gear 2. So when the next time it comes around for his activation, he'll be available. So normally I would use 2 fingers to hold down the template, but I don't have those 2 fingers. So he is going to go to the rear of his car to the end of that template there. Then I'm going to move the template out of the way. I'm going to just pull it out of here because I don't have an extra hand. So you're just going to end up there. So you can go in reverse, or if you wanted to go forward, kind of the same scenario. He'd pick a template, put it in front like so, decide to roll dice or not. Like this one, he would gain a shift result by using this template in gear 1. And then you would just move to the end of the template. If he would have rolled a slide, then he would put this slide template at the end here, wherever the notch is on the template, and he can face this way or that way at the end of the template. And the cart is longer than this template. See how this is a little bit longer, so he'd face this way or that way, and then in a spin you would spin on a dime after that, up to 90 degrees. And so after he's moved, let's say he moved the end of this template here. Say he gained those 2 coins, he could do an after movement flexible action like a boost or something else. If he would have hit somebody, we would resolve a bump, which we're going to talk about in a later video. When you hit somebody, if they are heavier than you, you're going to bump off of them. If they're, like if I hit Donkey Kong's in a middleweight and Waluigi's lightweight, Waluigi would bump off of him, away from him is short. I'll explain all the bumping later, and then face whatever direction he wishes. Lots of things you can do. After the movement and after the movement and the flexible actions, there's an attack step where if he had a item he could attack with, which is usually a shell. If he had, let's say, a red shell or a green shell, he could launch it at Donkey Kong here. Pretty much straight shot. In the battle mode, the red shells do not have the homing ability like they do in a normal race, but it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to be explaining all the items in a later thing. And then there's a wipeout step. So if any cart has 6 or more hazards at the end of anyone's activation, then they will wipe out. So after Waluigi does his movement, decides if he wants to do any after movement actions and any attacks, see if anybody wipes out, and then it goes to the next player in clockwise order. After everyone has gone, the player in pole position, if it's their activation again, the gear die will move to a gear 2, and then we would start again. Only people in gear phase 2 can activate as normal. Everybody else has to check eligibility, and I'll explain more about all that stuff in later videos. Thank you very much.